Special Operations Forces are the most highly disciplined, mission-capable, and formidable units in the world. They go through rigorous selection processes and training in order to conduct unconventional warfare tasks that are beyond the means of standard military forces. There have been many accounts of unique forces throughout the history of warfare, which specializes in covert operations rather than conventional combat. These are 10 lethal Special Operations units from around the world. Top 10 Special Forces Unit. 10. Paratrooper Assault 9th Regiment, Italy. Active since the 20th of July 1942. The 9th Paratrooper Assault Regiment Colmostion is the most respected and elite Special Forces unit of the Italian Army. It is roughly modeled after the British SAS, and is reported to operate in any environment and terrain. Though the regiment was established in its current form in 1942, its origins can be traced back to the battles of the Italian front between Austria-Hungary and Italy during the First World War. Other Special Forces units. Comsubin is the Special Forces unit of the Italian Navy, similar to the British Special Boat Service, SBS, and US Navy SEALs. 9. Special Air Service Regiment, Australia. Active since the 25th of July 1957. The Special Air Service Regiment, or SASR, is one of the most respected Special Operations Forces in the world. It is a component of the Special Operations Command of the Australian Defence Force, ADF, and was created on the 24th of July 1957, as a company, based on the principles of British SAS. It gained regimental status in 1964. After its establishment, SAS gradually gained field experience from various Special Forces units of the Services Reconnaissance Department that were operational during the Second World War. 8. Giguin, France. Active since March 1974. After the Munich massacre in 1972 and the Clairvaux prison mutiny a year before, the French government felt the need for a specialist law enforcement unit to tackle situations like organized crime, domestic terrorist attacks, and hostage situations in the future. As a result, the National Gendarmerie Intervention Group, or Giguin, was formed in 1974 as a tactical unit of the National Gendarmerie of the French Armed Forces. Giguin is renowned for its swift responses and advanced combat capabilities during hostile situations and can operate anywhere in the world. 7. Sayeret Motkol, Israel. Active since 1957. Sayeret Motkol, or General Staff Reconnaissance Unit, is a Special Forces unit of the IDF, Israel Defense Forces. It was created after the infamous Kibbutz massacre and the subsequent dismissal of Unit 101, IDF's only dedicated special force at that time other than the Navy's Shayetet 13. Essentially a recon or intelligence gathering unit, Israel's Sayeret Motkol can operate deep behind the enemy lines. It is also tasked with hostage rescue and counter-terrorist operations. Other Special Forces units. Shayetet 13 is the Special Forces unit of the Israeli Navy, extremely proficient in counterinsurgency, maritime sabotage, search and rescue, and recon missions. It is one of the oldest and most respected Special Operation Forces in the world. 6. Marcos, India. Active since February 1987. Marcos, officially, the Marine Commando Force or MCF, is the Special Forces unit of India operating under the Indian Navy. The overall dropout rate of Marcos is reported to be around 98%, meaning only 2 out of 100 candidates graduate its training. The origin of Marcos can be traced back to the 1950s when the Indian Armed Forces raised a specialized unit of combat divers that can perform roles, such as underwater demolition. Then in 1986, the Indian Navy decided to create a new Special Forces unit that can conduct special operations in any environment. 5. China's Snow Leopard Commando Unit, formerly known as the Snow Wolf Commando Unit, named for the tenacity of Arctic wolves and their ability to survive in harsh conditions. This is a Spec Ops unit of the People's Republic of China. At their inception, they spent 5 years training in secret to conduct counter-terrorism, riot control, anti-hijacking, and bomb disposal for the 2008 Summer Olympics in Beijing. They've trained alongside Russian Special Task Force units during joint anti-terror exercises with the primary mission of maintaining peace and stability. 4. Delta Force, USA, active since the 19th of November 1977. In recent years, the name Delta Force has become synonymous with the Special Forces. It has practically become a household name. However, it was not supposed to be this way. Delta Force, officially 1st Special Forces Operational Detachment Delta, is a secretive special operations force raised to engage high-value targets and perform counterterrorism, hostage rescue, and recon operations. The idea of such a unit was suggested by Charles Beckwith, a Special Forces officer, who had served as an exchange officer with the British Army's Special Air Service, 22 SAS Regiment, during the Malayan Emergency. He proposed a highly adaptable and autonomous force that specializes in covert missions. 3. Alpha Group, Russia, active since 1974. Some of you might be wondering, what about Spetsnaz? You should know that Spetsnaz is a general term used for all the Soviet/Russian special forces. Alpha Group, officially known as Directorate A of the FSB Special Purpose Center, was established by the Soviet KGB in 1974 to execute counter-terrorist operations and provide a security layer for the Soviet leadership. At present, Alpha Group officially operates under the Federal Security Service, FSB, Russia's internal security agency. The Alpha Group operators are considered as one of the most aggressive in the world. 2. Navy SEALs, the United States, active since the 1st of January 1962. Navy SEALs, short for United States Navy Sea, Air, and Land Teams, were created in 1962 as a part of the Naval Special Warfare Command and the United States Special Operation Command. Although one can trace their roots to World War II, the Vietnam War of 1961 saw the actual birth of the modern-day SEAL. 1. Special Air Service, SAS, United Kingdom. The Special Air Service, SAS, is one of the oldest and perhaps the best special forces that serve Britain. It was formed in 1941. World oldest? The Special Air Service is composed of 3 units, 22 SAS Regiment, the regular unit, other Special Forces units. Britain's Special Boat Service, not by strength, by guile is the motto of the Royal Navy's Special Boat Service, one of the United Kingdom's most secretive and elite military units. The UK's Special Boat Service is the equivalent of the US Navy SEALs. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.